In this video, we'll be going over all the new changes coming with Season 16 thanks to Soar Hollow on Twitter, and for him testing everything early. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Starting off, we have the new weapon, the Nemesis, like I mentioned in my previous video. The base mag will be 20, the base body damage per bullet will be 17, and the base damage per headshot will be 27. The burst damage for all body shots is 60, and burst damage for all headshots is 108. And then he has some further details. It also has a passive: the more you shoot the Nemesis, the less wait time between the shots, so it basically becomes automatic. Here's the mag capacity for the different amounts of magazines for white, purple, and gold. So you can see it goes from 6 7 bursts and 8 bursts, or 24, 28, 32. And it has barrel stabilizers and every sight and stocks. Here we go. We have arenas is removed. TDM is now in its place, and it is control where you're able to choose a loadout. 6v6. First is 30 kills wins a round, and first team to win 2 rounds wins the game. And it's on the maps Skulltown, Party Crusher, and Habitat 4. So some of the arenas maps are being used as TDM now. He explains it here. And then also another thing that I missed in the previous video, a mixtape. Mixtape will be a permanent playlist and will be available to players to be able to play Control, TDM, and Gun Run permanently on rotation, with the potential have other slots of LTMs that are from previous LTMs. So that's pretty interesting. The firing range toggles, so we have infinite reloads, so you don't have to pick up ammo. You have different enemy things can turn friendly fire off as not only the party leader, so that's interesting. We also have the new attachment for the shotgun bolt. It is basically the same as a kinetic feeder. However, you don't have to be holding the shotgun to take effect, so you can have it holstered. So it reloads when a shotgun bullets when you slide. Really good. And the Mastiff and Peacekeeper are now compatible with standard stocks like the EVA 8, so that'll be pretty good for shotguns now. The hop-ups are now reintroduced as legendaries for the P20 and the Mozambique. And you can see some of the damage: 27, 35, and 24 for the P2020, and Mozambique is 60 to 72 for body and head. The car got some, in 301 got some nerfs, so the ammo capacity is now 19, 21, and 30, 23, and 26. And then the damage with the R301, which I mentioned previously, is from 14 to 13. So that's the R301 in the car. The weapon craft in the car and G7 are coming out of the pack. Or not the pack, crafting, and the Volt and Longbow are going into the replicator. The care package weapon is going to be the Hemlock with increased damage, fire rate, and mag capacity, and it also has a buff version of the boosted loader. And he mentions it's going to be apparently better than Nemesis is still better than the Hemlock. Here's the legend buffs. So Lifeline care package now comes down 10 times faster and is 8 seconds now. And Lifeline's movement penalty while reviving teammates has been significantly reduced, so when she revives you won't get stuck in the animation. So Mirage buffs, so when you revive a teammate you will be invisible for 3 seconds, but if you pull out your weapon you will be instantly notified and removed from being invincibility, or invisible, excuse me. Enemies that shoot a decoy will now be tracked with a decoy icon through walls for a short period of time, so that's a Mirage buff. Wraith portal has been doubled to now cover 150 meters, and when placing a portal, she will move faster as the portal gets longer, so the farther she travels, you can see here, stage 1, 2, and 3, she'll get faster and faster, and there seems to be a small speed boost at the end for Wraith. Pathfinder can now shoot a zipline up to 200 meters long, and his movement speed has been increased from 600 to 1,000, so you can be really fast on ziplines. Horizon has been nerfed. The mid-air accuracy in the gravity lift has been reduced. The gravity the farther up you go, the more spread you will have when shooting weapons. The speed at which you travel up the gravity lift has been increased. Seer nerfs. The heartbeat sensor now charges up and is not activated instantly when Seer puts his hands up. Passive info is now based strictly on heartbeats. The yellow indicator has much less vibrant but does pulse. Ultimate cooldown has been increased, and ultimate duration has been reduced. So that is Seer. Bloodhound nerfs. So Bloodhound ultimate will no longer refresh or speed up scan cooldown. So when you pop Bloodhound hole, you won't be able to spam your scan. And there now be a white Raven mechanic introduced, which is now able to interact in game, and it'll give you the general direction of the nearest enemy on the map, and it will spawn 1 Raven per ult. Map rotation, so ranked, we mentioned this previously, it'll be Broken Moon, Stormpoint, and World's Edge, and every 24 hours. In ranked, it will switch maps. Same with, I believe, pubs as well, or it might be still in the same system, but it says every 24 hours for ranked. So we'll have to see for that one. Every Season 16 map will be decorated with larger size balloons from different legends and Nessies for the entire map. So that's kind of cool. We see Mirage Voyage is back. It's called Mirage Etoiles because it's the third time. It'll be the same spot on World's Edge outside of staging, the Divide on Broken Moon, and on Stormpoint, I'm pretty sure it's right above Fish Farms. And I think it's Launchpad or something is called. It's right above Fish Farm, or below Fish, that little Launchpad thing is where it's at on Stormpoint. The new Legend class system, and here is Assault class, Bangalore, Revenant, Fuse Ash, and Mad Maggie. These will be able to carry more ammo and open weapon supply bins that will give them loot based on whatever they're needing, and it'll spawn anything above rare in the little given compartment. And if you don't have a weapon within your arsenal at the time, it'll give you a weapon and 2 attachments. So it'll be a 2 rare attachment and a gun if you're not holding anything out or have anything in your inventory for a gun. Here's the ammo. As you can see the differences from 60 to 80, 60 to 80, 60 to 80, 28 to 37, and 16 to 21, depending on what ammo you have. The Skirmisher class will be able to reveal the higher tier loot and care package and be able to see it before it lands. And they'll know when the package has been picked up and it will turn gray. And these are these legends right here. The Recon class perk, you'll be able to hit survey beacons, which have been reworked. Survey beacons will now reveal the location of every enemy on the map. So it's similar to the crypto room that was on Kings Canyon, and it'll be available for 30 seconds. So that is the Recon class perk. Support class is these 4 legends: Gibraltar, Lifeline, Loba, and Newcastle. You'll be able to open extended supply bridge, will get you med kits, batteries, Phoenix kits, heat shields, and mobile respawn beacons. I'll also be able to craft your teammate's banner even if it's been expired, and it'll cost 30 crafting materials. Controller legends, Caustic, Watson, Rampart, and Catalyst. These will be able to hit ring consoles, which are basically the next circle, and basically have replaced survey beacons. So this will give you the next ring location and not the enemy players. So there's new orientated matches that I mentioned previously. These are for AI, or people, for beginner players, and there'll be 16 squads of AI and 4 squads that are actual people. This helps people get eased into Apex. This is for beginner players, so if you're an experienced player, you don't have to worry about this. And that is basically all the notes we are given. So a lot of changes to legends, map updates, etc., new guns, new buffs, nerfs, and changes to pretty much everything. So let me know what you guys think of all these new legend changes, mechanics, and stuff like that. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.